Hello everyone, welcome to MDC Learning, Standard TY BCom, Subject Cost Accounting, and our today's topic is contract costing. We've already done with the two questions with the contract costing. Let us read the question first, understand the question first. The following were the expenses on the contract which commenced on 1st January 2015. कोई एक contract है which is starting on 1st January 2015 where you have purchased the material of rupees 1,10,000, material at the end 1250. That means ये contract के end में आपके पास जो material बच गया that is 1,250. Direct wages is 15,000, which is direct expenses. The plant issued 5,000 and other direct expenses were 8,000. The contract price was 1,50,000. It was duly received when the contract was completed on 31st March 2015. The contract price was duly received on at the end of the day. This means आपका जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्राइस है 1,50,000 का, वो 1,50,000 का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्राइस आपको जिस दिन आपका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कंप्लीट हुआ उसी दिन मिल गया. Charge indirect expenses at 15% and provide 1,000 for depreciation on plant. That is also be your direct expenses. So first is to prepare a contract account. अभी यहाँ पे आपको contract account and contractees का account prepare करने बोला है. दो issues, contract account as it is with the debit and credit columns. First you have to write all the expenses like to material. Just write down the amount for material. It's 1,10,000. It's 1,10,000. After that you have direct wages, which is 15,000 rupees. After that you have plant issued. So plant issued will be of rupees 5,000. So here is 5,000. After that you have direct expenses. It's also given in your question, rupees 8,000. What about indirect expenses? They have given you information regarding indirect expenses, which is 15% on wages. So just write 15% on wages. 15% on wages. Let us check how much is the wages. It's 15,000. So 15,000 का 15% calculate करोगे तो इसका 10% होता है 1,500 and 750. Just do the calculation first. So 15,000 of 1,500 will be, the amount will be 2,250. So 2,250. Okay, it's 2,250. After that you have by contractees account where you are writing the contract price. Directly contract price लिखोगे because ये contract है, ये पूरा का पूरा finish हो गया. ठीक है, अब इसमें कोई भी काम करना नहीं है, तो there is no matter of work certified, there is no matter of work uncertified, and in short there is no recording of any kind of WIP, that is work in progress. So it's 1,50,000 will be recorded directly as it is. After that you have to write material in hand, which is given in your question. On the credit side 1,250. After that you have to write the plant ka WDV, on which you have to provide 1,000 depreciation. So first do the calculation. Open a bracket, just write 5,000 and minus 1,000. Here it is. So next is 5,000 minus 1,000 gives you 4,000. Now let us do the total first. पहले आपको टोटल करना है, उसके बाद फिर प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट, प्रॉफिट या लॉस जो कुछ भी आएगा आपके कॉन्ट्रैक्ट अकाउंट में आपको फाइंड आउट करना है. सो लेट अस इंसर्ट द टेबल फर्स्ट. To write down the total you have to draw one line like this right here, total here also. Total. Let us do the calculation. 1,50,000 plus 1,250 plus 4,000 gives you 1,55,250. 1,55,250. So here it is 1,55,250. Just write down the same value on the debit side also. We are assuming that we are getting profit. If there is a loss, no problem. We'll change the figures from debit to credit. So 1,55,250. Let us take the total for credit side or debit side also. Based on assumption, you have to write credit ka total on both the side, because we always thinking positively that we are getting some profit from this contract. Okay, so let's take the total. 1,10,000 first. After that you have 15,000 ka material. After that you have 5,000 ka plant, 8,000 ke direct wages, and 2,250 ke indirect wages. The total is 1,40,250. Let us do the subtraction. 1,40,250 minus 1,55,250 gives you 15,000, which is considered as your 15,000, which is considered as your profit. Okay, so you have to put all this profit and loss account. So you have to write this entire notional profit as a profit and loss account. No need to write this profit as a notional profit, because this is not a notional profit. This is not an estimated profit. This is actual profit. How we are knowing this is actual profit? Because the contract is complete, and at the end of the accounting year, once you got complete with your contract, complete with your accounting year, you also get your contract price received. It's already written in a question. The contract price was 1,50,000 and it was duly received when the contract was completed on 31st/3/2015, and the contract get started on 1st January 2015. That means exactly एक साल में आपका contract पूरा खत्म हो गया. ठीक है? It took only 1 year to complete the contract. So we are not writing that balancing figure as a notional figure, because that is not a notional figure, that is the actual figure. वो आपका नोशनल फिगर है ही नहीं, वो आपका एक्चुअल फिगर है, और क्योंकि वो आपका एक्चुअल फिगर है तो उसको आपको टू प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट लिखना है. Once again, I am going to tell you the questions, how you have to solve the question. First, read the question, understand that what are the expenses and what are the balances at the end of the day. Like if you are having a opening purchases of 1,10,000, you have to record it on the debit side. And if you are having material at the end, that means this shows at the end of the accounting period you have a material of 1,250 still remaining in your hand. So you are writing it on the credit side, because you can't throw it like that. ऐसे ही आप उसको फेंकोगे नहीं, रखने वाले हो. So that you have to record it on the credit side. 1,250. Next you have to write direct wages of 15,000. Again on the debit side we are recording. Then we have plant issued of 5,000. Again you are recording that plant issued on the debit side, because that is also considered as an expense. Direct expenses of 8,000. Again we are writing it on the debit side, at rupees 8,000. Then we have to write contract price of 1,50,000, and it was duly received when the contract was completed on 31st/3/2015. ठीक है, ध्यान दोगे तो आपको 3 महीने में ये कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फिनिश भी हो गया. ठीक है, तो उसी 3 महीने में आपने वापस वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्राइस की वैल्यू लिख दी 1,50,000. and next is charge indirect expenses 15,000 on wages. So we have written indirect expenses और हमने 15% wages का ले लिया. wages है आपका 15,000. 15,000 के ऊपर 15% कैलकुलेट करोगे तो 2,250 डेबिट साइड पे. ठीक है, उसके बाद नेक्स्ट बोला है कि 1,000 रुपया आपको डेप्रिसिएशन ऑन प्लांट है. ठीक है, तो प्लांट का WDV हमने रिकॉर्ड कर दिया. 1,000 रुपया 5,000 में से माइनस कर दिया. 5,000 is a plant का actual cost. We have minus the depreciated value and we are getting the WDV, which we are going to record on the credit side of a contract account. Contract के credit side पे हमने वो value record कर दी. ठीक है, उसके बाद फिर हम टोटल करेंगे. डेबिट साइड क्रेडिट साइड जो भी हैवी होता है उसको हम दोनों साइड पे लिखते हैं. तो हमने देखा क्रेडिट का टोटल ज्यादा था. ठीक है, क्रेडिट का टोटल ज्यादा था तो उसको हमने दोनों साइड पे लिख दिया, यानी 1,55,250, 1,55,250. आफ्टर दैट डेबिट के टोटल में से क्रेडिट के टोटल को माइनस कर दिया, तो ऑब्वियसली वी आर गेटिंग अ डेबिट क्रेडिट बैलेंस. और ये जो बैलेंस आ गया आपके पास 15,000 का, वो आपका बन गया टू प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. ठीक है, वो आपका बन गया टू प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. ये प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट आपको पूरा का पूरा पीएनएल में ट्रांसफर करना है, पूरा का पूरा पीएनएल में ट्रांसफर करना है बच्चों, रिजर्व्स में नहीं जाएगा। क्यों रिजर्व्स में नहीं जाएगा? आई हैव रिटन द नोट ओवर हियर। एज द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज फुल्ली कंप्लीटेड, एंटायर प्रॉफिट इज ट्रांसफर टू प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट। ठीक है, क्योंकि आपका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट पूरी तरीके से कंप्लीट हो गया है तो आप पूरा का पूरा प्रॉफिट या लॉस अकाउंट में ही डाल दोगे, आपको और कहीं लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है। After that, we are making one contractees account for the year ended 31st March 2015, where on the debit side we are writing the contract price of rupees 1,50,000, and on the credit side the contractee has to pay to the contractor. कॉन्ट्रैक्टी को कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को पैसा पेड करेगा। ठीक है, करना है, पैसा पेड करना है, तो पैसा पेड करना है यानी उसका बैंक अकाउंट जो है वो क्रेडिट होना चाहिए। ठीक है, सो बाय बैंक अकाउंट। ठीक है, बाय बैंक अकाउंट, और यहाँ पे आपको लिखना पड़ेगा 1,50,000। क्लियर? कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्राइस, और उसने वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्राइस पेड कर दिया। Clearly you understood the question. I hope everyone is understanding the question because the question ka length is very small. In the next video, we are going to solve one more question based on contract costing.